Hey, 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 hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, love. Oh, I feel like y'all right up on top of me this morning. Hey, y'all. What is up? What is up? Good morning. Good morning. Got my coffee. We going back to old school silly Saturday when we used to be like, this coffee is extra good. Extra. Shout out to the people who could go back to old silly Saturday with the blue thermos. Let me say hi to y'all as y'all come in. Hey Cams, hey Lady Libra, hey Jason, what's good, bro? Hey Cams with his old sexy self. Hey Soap, hey Danny, hey Quintessential girl. You still recuperating after that concert last night, girl? You look like you had a good time. Hey L Love, my love. Hey Crackhead Willie. I don't care what you call yourself. You always gonna be Crackhead Willie. Or the artist formerly known as Crackhead Willie. You always gonna be Crackhead Willie. Hey, L Love. Hey, Abby over there at church. Check it in. Shout out to Abby at church. Check it in before she go do praise and worship. She on the praise team over there, honey. She sings jam, honey. Jam. Anyway, what is good this morning with y'all? I could not come yesterday at live yesterday for Silly Saturday because I was out. We were at the reunion for real life and philanthropy. I was there all day long with that reunion. And so yeah, that's why I went live yesterday. So that's why I'm here today. Child, there's some stuff happened at that reunion. I was like, oh girl. I was like, I can't tell y'all. Y'all just gotta wait till it come out. But it's there was definitely a moment that made me go, I was on the floor. I promise you I was on the floor. Prostrate before the Lord. Like I was like, what in everything that is holy just happened here? But girl, y'all have to wait and see that. I'm just glad I was there to see it the first time. And because my real reaction, me, production team, and all of the people in the back, we was all like laid out to just like, what did we really just witness? Anyway, whatever. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. It is a wonderful, silly Saturday, Sunday, and we got some things to talk about. Some things that came up in the news, and things that we want to bring to your attention, and make sure that you are abreast of. Hopefully, you have your snacks in tow. Hopefully, you have something for our sugar spike moment. Snacks of the day. So I'm going with the Wise Ridges sour cream and onion. And for my sugar spikes, I have Mamba, right? But this is peach passion fruit. So we're going with the peach passion fruit Mamba. Now, knowing me, this six pack is not going to be enough to do what we needed to do, dear God above. But we're going to try and regulate our sugar levels with just six. Okay. So I feel like I'm gonna like this peach passion fruit mamba. So that's what we're going with today. We got our coffee. We got the coffee. Shout out to Danny in the chat for my coffee mug. She is the one responsible for said mug. And we are here. So go ahead, Lady Libra. Get another. I might do sexy Sunday tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know. I'll figure out what time to do it. So okay, I mean, it might have been a little bad for us to be doing Sexy Sundays on the Good Lord's Day, especially when we know Sexy Sunday is going to this time involve the Twitter. And so when Sexy Sunday involves the Twitter, mm, it kind of, ooh. Oh, dear God. Anyway, child, I saw this at the gas station and I said, oh, girl, they had some good flavors in that pack. So I said, let me go ahead. I'm not meat gazing Monday. I'm not doing this with you, Jason. I'm not doing this with you, Jason. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not going down this road on the good Lord's day with Jason. But anyway, good morning, y'all. I'm glad y'all all of the pleasantries out of the way. We are good. We have a very intimate group today, which means we can get wild. Y'all know when we have an intimate group, honey, we can get bug wild. So I think what I'm gonna do with my sugar spike moment, I'm just put it in the middle, and then we'll talk about some other stuff at the end. Child, yes. So okay, let's talk about people doing things, doing too much. Okay, let's talk about people doing way too much. So, are y'all aware of this K Michelle situation? Now, Jason, this is all you, bruh. This is all you. This story is for Jason and all of my heterosexual men who dare to venture off into these parts. Jason, I got a story for you today, bruh. I'm looking out for you, bruh. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Now, what's going on, Rochelle? Good morning, my love. Bruh. That's what you got to put on the deep voice. Let them hang. Bruh, I got a story for you. Nigga, I got a story. All right, Jason, this all for you. This is all you, Jason. Now, I don't want to get you in trouble if the wifey is round. Have you getting slapped in the head? Not hetero in the house. Right, Willie said with your chest. Anyway, so K Michelle is getting the ire of social media because fans criticized her for flashing the crowds during a recent performance. So apparently, well, let me read the article and then we can go from there. Okay, it says K Michelle. I got this is via the Shade Room. Okay, excuse me. K Michelle is not one to mince words, and she proved just that when she recently clapped back at fans on social media who were not pleased with her flashing the crowd during a recent performance. Taking to Twitter, K Michelle made it clear that she does what she wants on her stage, and if anyone has an issue with it, it's their problem and not hers. Earlier this week, a video began circulating online of K Michelle lifting her shirt and showing her bare breasts to the audience while she was performing. The response was mixed. A select diehard fans didn't take issue with her flashing, while others thought it was definitely too much. A few fans tweeted K Michelle directly. One wrote, quote, I don't understand this one, at K Michelle, end quote, while another fan posted, quote, K Michelle decided to show her fans her titties during a Can You Stand the Rain cover at a show, end quote. Wasting little time, she completely unloaded on the fans with the following message. Quote, what the fuck is for you to understand? I've been on my stage flashing my fans for over 6 years now, every show. If you have never been there or understand, that's your problem, not mine. Now, do you understand that? Good morning, Really B. I figured Really B would be on top of this story. Like I felt like Really B, maybe Really B did do this one and I missed it. Really B, did you report on this? Anyway, here's my problem, K Michelle. Why are you flashing your titties? Like, did we not learn from the Janet Jackson situation back in the Super Bowl situation. Leave the titties at night if you want to have on, you know, Christina Aguilera type clothing where you barely covering the areolas and nipples. You can do that, but out here lifting up your shirt. Um, oh, I'm talking about the K Michelle situation. Really, be lifting up your shirt at a concert. Now, let's be clear. You got at some of these concerts. Sometimes there are kids there. You could have teenagers there, and sometimes you have adolescents there. Like I've seen, I would venture to guess at a K Michelle concert, you could have kids as young as 11 or 12. Most of them probably with their parents, but still, they might be there. And so, my point being, I just don't think that's a good look for you to be at a concert with thousands of people flashing your titties. And then when people try to call you out on it, you like, this is my stage and my fans. Whoa, that's a slippery slope, ma'am. You better start asking some of these people what happens when they think that it's a stage and nobody can do nothing. See the baby. See what's the young man down there in Houston? What's the boy that just had the situation with the people died in Houston? Oh, why I can't think of this little boy name. Hey Tracy, what's good, my love? What's the boy, the rapper that just had the people die at his concert in Houston? I can't think of this boy name. Is that Travis Scott? Travis Scott. Thank you, little baby. Hey, little baby. Popping out the bushes. But my point is, thank you, Spicy Original. Hey, boo. Y'all are over here talking about I've been doing this for that many years. Okay, Travis Scott had been inciting riots at his concerts for how many years? You know what I'm saying? And it came to a head and it had to be put to a stop. Just because you've gotten away with something multiple times doesn't give you the right to say it's okay, or doesn't give you credence to say, well, you can't tell me to stop doing that. Let's be clear, K Michelle. Now you don't got you a couple little shows on Lifetime. You know, once she on a little Amber Riley movie or something like that, and I know she had the little show Killer Body or whatever. Please be clear. Let's be brutally honest with you, K Michelle. You're not that big of a star where you could just be throwing shit out there with reckless abandon and thinking that there are no repercussions of whatever you do. I mean, okay, Michelle, you are a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman. I shouldn't say girl. I apologize for that. You're a beautiful woman. And there's no need for this. It's just gratuitous for no reason. There's no reason for you to be showing your body. If anything, it makes you sexier if you leave something to the imagination. Like, I don't want to see your areolas, okay? I don't think, and I think that you should think and expect there probably are young children at this event. You should not be flashing the crowd. And your defense cannot and should not be, well, don't bring your children to my concert. Well, that's a bad defense. This is public nudity. If we're being brutally honest, that is public nudity, which in some areas, in some states, is illegal. K Michelle has to be, she's no less than late 30s. Like K Michelle got to be no younger than about 38, 39. And I know, because I'm not going to tell y'all how I know. Y'all almost got me. I almost told y'all how I know. But we were in school around the same time. I remember Kimberly Pate. Okay. I remember Kimberly Pate. See, y'all know her as K Michelle. I know her as Kimberly Pate. You was at the 40 Plus concert last night, Quintessential. I don't think they pulled out no meat on stage, did they, Quintessential? They weren't pulling out no meat. Now, watch this. Imagine the outrage. Now, we are at, oh, she is 40. Okay, I told y'all I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. Imagine the outrage if a man pulled out his meat on stage. Not that it hasn't happened, because it has happened before. Okay. Now, rock stars and some of these rock groups and heavy metal groups and got away with all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. They don't pull out their ass. They don't pull out their meat. They don't pull out every body part known to man. They don't have women come on stage and pull out their body parts and stuff like that. And that sounds great. Hey, Hazel. But what's not said is sometimes in the aftermath, there are real repercussions. Like the police and the authorities might say, hey, afterwards, you got to pay this fine, or you may get a misdemeanor charge. And there are cases where things like that do happen. So it looks like, oh, they got away with this and nothing happened. Yeah, may not shut down the whole concert, but afterwards, a lawyer, a publicist, a managerial team is probably going to clean up the pieces after these things take place. And see, it's the whole, this is my stage. Well, ma'am, that stage could be taken away from you. Okay? All right, listen. I'm with it. Danny couldn't have said it better than me. I'm here for it. Here for all of it, Danny. We here for all of it. Joe can get some parts of it too. Joe can go ahead and join him. If him and Joe get right on stage, because Joe is in that concert too. Him and Joe get on that stage and do that. We're here for it. I'm just saying, if Maxwell and Joe get up on that stage and decide to play crowd, I'm just saying. I remember when Lenny Kravitz, had them leather pants on and did that little. He bent down and baby, it ripped and everything. We saw he was free balling. Did he have like a piercing down there or something? I think I remember seeing a piercing. That showed you how hard I was examining. I'm just saying. But listen, now here's my thought. If you've ever been to a K Michelle concert and seen her flash these titties, put a 27 in the chat. If you are somebody who has been to her concert and you've seen her flash these good titties, tatas, on a good stage, or as she said, her stage, put a 27 in the chat. That's some good coffee. I ain't gonna even make it to the 30-minute mark before I be done drink all my goddamn coffee. Here comes the peen, please. Ciao. Don't be mad, Jason. Listen, Jason, I'm doing the best. I done gave you tatas, areolas, nipples, titties. We here for tatas hanging all out, bouncing around on this good Sunday morning. We starting off with titties. Titties. What do you want from me, Jason? Jason, I'm doing the best I can. Okay, what do you want from me? I'm giving you titties. Tatas. You think he had a Prince Albert? Oh wow. Prince Albert, I mean, just feels painful to me. Like I know somebody who got one and they said they was like out of commission for like a month, where it was just like, yeah, don't even touch down there. It hurt to pee. For like a month. Hey, Monk Chip Boo. Yeah. He's between Lenny Kravitz and Lorenz Tate, I swear, got Benjamin Buttons our agent backwards, because I just don't understand. I'd be like, God damn it. Look at what the good Lord made. Have y'all seen Lenny Kravitz and Lorenz Tate lately? Like, you be looking like, God damn it. Like, what is happening? Hey, Monk Chip, my love. Ciao. Ciao. Whew. A dude lied to you about having one? Did he say he didn't have one and he did, or did he not tell you that he had one and did have one? Did I say the same thing? Did he tell you he didn't have one and did? Or did he tell you he did have one and didn't? There we go. Monk Chip, you're not working today, honey. I hope not, because you know they be working you too hard, honey. We be having to check on Monk Chip. They be having to work way too hard. Spicy original, don't get me started. Ooh, child. It's getting hot in here. My cousin had an adult. Oh God, I don't even want to read that no more. That comment, Jason, that just sounds painful, honey. If you ain't get it done within the first month of me being out of the womb, it won't be done. You got a month. You got a month from the time I exit the vagina to get it done. From the time I pop out, you got 1 month. If you don't get it done after that first month, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Is it? You know, I've seen videos on the hub of people banging people out with the Prince Albert. Like I feel like on both, the straight side and the gay side, and I feel like it would be painful for the person with it because I feel like the friction, like the pulling on it, and when you in there, doing what you do, you know what I'm saying? You in there doing what you do, and I feel like it would be like pulling. I don't know. I ain't got no Prince Albert. I recently was in a entanglement. One of my stash members that I recently was with, child, really be knows him as Social Distance Bay. Social Distance Bay has a Prince Albert, but Social Distance Bay takes it out. Like when it's time, Social Distance Bay says it just is irritating, so he takes it out. So yeah. I ain't talked to Social Distance Bay in about 4 months. I ain't talked to him at all in 2022. I might need to call him, see how he doing. Anyway, uh, right, Jason. After a month, leave it alone. Don't bother. It's too late, honey. If I asked if he had any other piercing, he said a Prince Albert. When he sent a video, it was playing. Um, child. So he lied on the Prince Albert. It's so. Now, see, Jason, you are going to be the reason that we go down this slippery slope and down this rabbit hole. We try to be good to you, Jason, and give you tatas this morning and give you titties, and now you're taking me down the road of meat, meat, and more meat. Let the record show it was Jason, not me, that sent us down the road of talking meat on this good Sunday morning. That was Jason. Anyway, so that's K Michelle. Listen, K Michelle, she to me, K Michelle just be reckless sometimes. And sometimes when you're just too reckless and you feel like you're untouchable and too reckless, you can be brought back down to reality really quickly. And like I said, K Michelle, you ain't that stratospheric of a star to where you can't be, debased and brought back down to reality. I mean, let's be clear. Your rise to fame came from Pop Secret popcorn coupons that you got from Mona Scott Young. And you ain't at the level of Cardi B. You're just not. If we're just being honest, you're just not. You're not at the level of Cardi B. Now Cardi B rose to fame from Pop Secret popcorn coupons from Mona Scott Young too, but she's at this point stratospheric. You, K Michelle, not so much. I'm just saying. You think that was you who sent us down this road? Ooh, child. You wouldn't mind if Beyonce did that, child. I'm with Danny. Danny, if at the Maxwell Anthony Hamilton and Joe concert, if now y'all can keep Anthony Hamilton, he can stay backstage for that point. But Joe and Maxwell can come up stage and do all the flashing that they want. We'll be here for all of it. Child. K Michelle, mm, mm. While I'm thinking about it, before I forget, rest in peace, Jimmy Brown, Buffalo Butt Bookman from Good Times. He passed away. I believe he was 84 or something like that. Rest in peace to him. He did pass away recently. I think it was like Friday, or I think maybe Friday. I think he passed away. Thursday or Friday. I think I saw it. So may he rest in peace. Shouts out to him. He joins the other cast members of Good Times that have gone on to be with the Lord. Condolences to his family and loved ones. Boogman, Buffalo Bud. Anyway, right, Tracy, we be all here for it. All here for it. And then, he could say, I wanna know what turns you on, and then bloom, just pull it out. I wanna know what turns you on, and flop. Just whip it out. Just whip it out. Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. Anyway, um, uh, James Amos, John Amos. I think it's John Amos. John Amos. John Amos. Jane Amos. I think it's John Amos. He got to be in his 90s at least. Like I figure he's got to be in his 90s. All right. So that's our first story today, K Michelle. Get your life in order. Get your life in order. Um, I'm gonna save that story for toward the end. That's a good story. So it's good and bad to me, but we'll save that for the end. Oh, those are sugar spikes, sugar spike. All right, so let's do this story. This now I saw this. Let me see if I can, because I want y'all to watch the video of this, okay? Because I think in order for you to really get the full context of this, it helps to see the video, and it helps to see his body language and see what he does and how he maneuvers, okay? Um Daylight savings is next week. Yeah, daylight savings is next week, not this week. Next week. All right, so let me get this now, y'all. It's a good Sunday morning. Cause y'all get the anointing oil and pray and start praying for my computer that it acts right, okay? Cause y'all know my computer be acting real retarded sometimes, and so we need it to act right so we can see this so we can get this good story, and because I really want y'all to see the video. The video of this is what makes it what that you have to see, okay? So actor Daniel Bellamy, who plays Zeke on Power Book 2, the one with Mary J. Blige and Michael Rainey and all of that, the one with Tariq, the guy who plays Zeke, the tall one, the one who played basketball. He was recently on a podcast for a show, Queen's Flip. Queen's Flip is the podcast, but anyway, and they have, from what I understand, a very highly top rated podcast. Um, and so apparently, it seems like I watched the video and it's almost like they outed him as being, I'm not going to say gay, but maybe pansexual. I'm going to let y'all watch the video and y'all tell me itself. Now, I'm surprised this story hasn't gotten more traction than than it is, because I was like, when I saw it, I said, oh, this is interesting. All right. Now, normally I don't go with stories from media takeout, but having watched the fact that they had receipts and they had a video made me go, okay, well then this might have some. Oh wait, did I share the audio? Damn it. I hate that. Well, you got to hold on, y'all. I don't think I shared the audio. Hold on. I want to. Oh yeah, I forgot to share the audio. All right, all right. So I want y'all to watch this video. Move, stupid ads. That's the one thing I hate about blogs now. Like they all have like a million and one damn ads. Move. All right, all right. So let's do that. An ad is gonna play conveniently. You know how they got to do. They got to put an ad on there or whatnot. Come on, computer. Come on, you got this. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Told y'all to. All right, here we go.
Girls.
Girls what?
What's up with them? You got any girlfriend?
Come on. Y'all pray for my computer. I told y'all pray for my computer. Pray for it. While we're waiting.
I'm a single individual right now.
What?
I'm a single individual right now.
What?
I'm a single individual right now.
Did you have any girls in school?
I'm kind of
Hold on. I don't know if it's buffering or what. Let me go back a little bit. Let me start it from the beginning.
What?
What's up with them? You got any
Give it a chance.
girlfriend? Girls. Girls.
Girls what?
Girls.
Girls what?
What's up with them? You got any girlfriends?
I'm a single individual right now.
You know what?
I'm a single individual right now.
Did you have any girls in school?
I'm kind of no. I'm kind of don't speak about who.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, let me guess. You don't identify with sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you, sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you.
Let me, cause I need y'all to get this in full context, cause I'm gonna start it back from the beginning so you can hear it. Hopefully, it keeps doing this thing. But
Girls what?
The
What's up
whole
with them? You got any
conversation
girlfriends?
was
I'm a single
cringeworthy.
individual right now.
And yeah,
You know what?
I'm a single individual right now.
Did you have any girls in school?
I'm kind of no. I'm kind of you know, I'm kind of don't speak about who.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. So let me guess. You don't identify with a sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you. Because you don't want to say you keep it real. Let's talk about it.
Did I say that though?
You did not, but I'm asking you.
You know, there's so many different titles, especially today. And where I find myself is
God damn it. Not that he's buffering in real life. I'm not doing this with you, Jason. Ow! I just hate that this is doing this. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna get this
desiring someone.
Cool.
I'm kind of no. I'm kind of you know, I'm kind of don't speak about who.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So let me guess. You don't identify with a sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
Hey, Yana.
You keep it real. Let's talk about it.
Did I say that though?
You did not, but I'm asking you.
You know, it's there's so many different titles, especially today. And where I find myself is desiring someone who wants me and is willing to accept me for who I am. Yeah.
So
and I respect that. But it's a.
I'm gonna stop it there because this is pissing me off. And y'all know how I get about my computer. Like y'all know when my computer start doing this, I get real irritated, real aggravated. I want to just shut down the whole line and just go crawl in the bed somewhere. But the thing about it is now credit to the interviewers because they kept pushing. Now the interviewer did come right out later on, if I could get it to play, and say, hey, if that's your thing, go ahead. This is 2022. Go ahead and live your truth and say what we live in a day where you can do that. You don't got to beat around the bush and act like this ain't a thing. And he kind of was like this old ooh, well, I don't, and just anybody who you listen, he could have just started off and said, my personal life is my personal life. I don't really talk about that online. Or he could have said, yeah, that's not something that I really discuss in interviews. We'll move on. Kept it moving. And I think, and at the end of this conversation, you kind of see he finally does say that, but it took them, so it was after they had already basically, I don't want to say outed him, because they didn't really out him. They just asked questions and they kept pressing that because that's what journalists do. Journalists continue to prod and ask questions. When they asked him, were you in the girls in school? And his answer was, that's like Jason said, that's all anybody needs. Baby, when you paused, that was it. We don't even need to continue the interview. Baby, that was all that we needed to hear. Ain't no more to hear. Ain't no more to discuss. Baby, you didn't pretty much put your own tea out there. You did it yourself. You know, I don't know if I really see it for him. He's not ugly, I don't know. He might be the actual guy, not Zeke, but I want y'all to see that. Hopefully this works. But there was a portion of the interview where they called him Zeke and not Daniel, because his real name is Daniel. But they called him Zeke and not Daniel. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. Hopefully it done buffered enough and it will work this time. All right, let's try it again. This is our final attempt at trying this, y'all. Okay, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Because I want y'all to hear all of this. All right, let's go. Here we go again. One more time.
Girls, what?
What's up with them? You got any girlfriends?
I'm a single individual right now.
You know what?
I'm a single individual right now.
Did you have any girls in school?
I'm kind of no. I'm kind of don't speak about who.
Wait, hold on. Let me guess. You don't identify with a sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you. You don't want to say you keep it real. Let's talk about it.
Did I say that though?
You did not, but I'm asking you.
You know, it's there's so many different titles, especially today. And where I find myself is desiring someone who wants me and is willing to accept me for who I am. Yeah. It's a daily challenge, you know.
But they too much, and I don't want to put a label on you. You know what I'm saying? But you just said anybody who like you. So that means if a man like you, you may go that direction. If a man like you and you feeling it,
I think that if any situation, especially today, it's gonna be a very challenging process.
Bro, but are you ashamed to say that you like men if you do? Like because if you do, no disrespect to you, but if you do, like, aren't you supposed to like not be ashamed of it and be proud of who you are, or in this industry it's more acceptable?
I'm very proud of who I am.
Bro, stop. Were you born with it, bro? Like, come on. I need the answer. What I'm saying
I'm telling you the answer. I'm trying.
Were you born gay, bro? Come on, stop. I said, see, I didn't want to yell.
See.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to do that because you forced me.
Okay, so
you forced me instead of you playing Ring Around the Rosy. And I'm trying
to answer your way. I'm trying to answer.
But you try to do it politically. These conversations are necessary.
Answer your question.
Zeke?
I'm trying. Oh,
yeah.
You heard him say
women in your life. So
I'm not going to talk about my sex life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's the line.
Let me rewind it.
I'm going to answer your question.
Zeke?
I'm trying. Oh.
Yeah. Let me rewind one more time.
I'm trying to answer your way. I'm trying to answer.
But you try to do it politically. These conversations are necessary.
Answer your question.
Zeke?
I'm trying. Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever been with a woman in your life?
I'm not going to talk about my sex life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when you cross the line.
Yeah.
Respect. All right. Yeah, G.
So that was the whole unabridged clip. Lady Libra, I'm gonna go like this. I don't see it as when you go and you do an interview for a podcast, for a media outlet, for any type of real journalist, they are going to do that. They're going to push, they're going to prod. Their job is to get the answer that they want and get the story. Your job, and hopefully your publicist and your media team and your managers have already prepped you before you went in there to say, this is what, if they ask you this is what you say. You're supposed to already have media training before you go on these podcasts. But what it sounds like is a good journalist, what you do is you get them comfortable. You start off, you fluff them up in the beginning, you give them softball questions, even the hardball questions, they're not really in the same section that you want to ask your real questions. And well, a little insight on what I do is, like, if I want to ask somebody, like if I wanted to ask him that question, I'm gonna softball him at the beginning, but then when I get to hardball questions, it's not gonna have anything to do with his sexuality. It might have to do with a whole different thing, like, oh, I heard that you had a problem with the production team down there to Power, and they said that it was an uncomfortable worker environment. Is that true? And then he's gonna feel like those are my hard questions, and because he's gonna be ready for that, and so he's gonna knock that out the park. And while he's distracted with that, what you do is then you follow up with Tell me about girls. He's already comfortable. He's already done let the guard down. He's already ready to answer. And so now I got you. Because you ain't gonna say I'm not gonna talk about that. Nah, you already here now. We so once they were there and once he paused, child, mm, once you pause, even if you were into, guys, girls, and everything in between, if they say, "Were you into girls?" You could say, "Yeah, I was into girls. Sure was." Because that's not a lie. Even if you dated guys and anything in between, and they ask you, "Were you into girls?" That pause made it sound like, because that's why when he asked that question at the end, "Have you ever had sex with a girl?" That made sense because a pause, like if somebody asked me, "El Teddy, you ever been into girls?" I don't have to. Sure have. There's no, there's no angst. There's no pause. There's no. Um, um, I, see, to me, what this sounds like is Daniel Bellamy got history out there. He got people out there that done that had a romp in the hay with him, and he knows the girls be watching, and the girls will do what they do. And if you come out here and be like, "Nah, I ain't with that gay shit. I ain't with all of this," they're gonna be like, "Really?" Because girl, here's your jacked account. Girl, here's your grinder account. Here's your Adam for Adam radar account. Here's your scruff account. And this your dick pic. Bitch, do you remember that you live at blank 1122 Boogie Boogie Avenue? And you told me to pull up on you. You remember that? No, pansexuals don't identify. That's not the definition of pansexual means that they'll have sex with anybody who likes them. It doesn't matter if they're guy, girl, non-binary, trans, or what. It doesn't matter what how they identify. They as long as the person is into them, they'll have sex with them. Yes, I have. It's warm and comfy, but it something about dudes that are child. Oh God. Y'all done brought Mr. Pisces straight out the bushes talking about cooch and cooter. And he got a whole husband. Teddy would take down Mariah Carey, right? No, I would not take down Mariah Carey. No. Mariah Carey. Now I'll take down her ex-husband, Nick Cannon. Yes. But not Mariah Carey. It sounds like he's asexual because if he was DL, he would have had already asked. I don't see him as a. I don't believe Xavier that he's out here doing the do, but I think what happened was now they might have told him you can't just come out just as gay. You know what I'm saying? Or he might believe that that's not a good look for him, but he can't necessarily like I feel like he wants to live in his truth, but a part of him is saying that might not be a good look right now because we getting all of this notoriety and press from power, and so I think that's kind of why he was like, because he knows if he come out and say no, it's receipts out there to prove the contrary. It's receipts out there to prove the contrary. So yeah, yeah. I'm not doing this with you, Mr. Pisces. Oh, this was a very dangerous conversation that he had. Um, I was when I watched it the first time. At first, it was kind of cringe-worthy because I was like, "Oh, they really pushing. They really pushing." But then I thought about it. I said, "That's what interviewers do. When you interview somebody, you gonna push. You trying to get to the answer. You trying to get the story. You trying to get the scoop." Um, And like the guy said, he said, listen, the guy came right out and said, hey, no disrespect to you, but if that's what you do, go ahead and live your truth. Be okay. Be comfortable with it. Ain't no problem. If that's what you do, go ahead. Do what you do. Mm. Conflicted, you call it conflicted. I called it. He was like, "Ew, I didn't know we were going down this road. I don't want to just come out and say anything because somebody might, if I say the wrong thing, somebody might come out with some receipt. Like he sounded like somebody who people got receipts on. If I say the wrong thing, baby, they coming for my life. I'm just saying. So I don't know. Xavier said he came out like he wanted to fuck him or something. I don't know Xavier, but what I do know is what I do know is, and let me put the link up here just in case anybody wants to add to the conversation that we are having today. Here you go. But there's the link. They didn't ask about him being gay. They, if you listen, go back, Xavier, listen to it. It said, "Let's talk about girls. Were you into girls when you were in?" And I didn't take it as them asking it, but they would like say they. I felt like that was one of those. Hey, when you was in college, was you that guy who was into girls? Because that doesn't necessarily. That means some people who are straight, they're just not into girls or just not into having a lot of sex or being with a lot of women when they were in college. So I felt like that was a low ball. Hey, let's talk about girls. When you was in college, was you into girls? Did you get all the women? I didn't feel like he made it go down that road where he was like, that's when you would like, wait. Because if you weren't, you would be like, nah, that wasn't my thing. I was focused on basketball. I was focused on school or whatnot. He took it down that path where he was like, I was like, what the hell? Mm. Child, Tracy says we do not care. Well, Daniel, or as they called you on the interview, Zeke, the heterosexual delegation has said that they are rejecting your letter of acceptance into the heterosexual community. They told you that there may be space over at the Rainbow Coalition compound. You can put in your application over here at the Rainbow Coalition compound, and we will review it and we'll get back to you on whether or not you've been accepted over here to the Rainbow Coalition compound. Yeah, all of them did. All of them did, Xavier. It was in Hollywood, it wasn't taboo. It was a lot of things that were going on back then. People knew about, but that's just what you did. I mean, it was just a part of the culture, just like drugs and people taking drugs and stuff like that and use it. It was just a part of the culture. So there was no, and they had a code. When you're in those circles, there's the code. You do what you do, I do what I do, and we keep it moving and keep it quiet. And you don't talk about what the next person doing, and I don't even talk about what you doing. That's kind of how it went. He did say Zeke. He did say Zeke. I was like, oh. Child. I say conflicted because wait, he didn't want to discuss sexuality publicly. I felt they were alluding to his sexuality with the girl question. Yeah, I didn't get that. Maybe you felt that way. I felt like it went down to his sexuality when he kind of and you. I mean, you have every right to feel see how you saw. We all watched it together, but I felt like he kind of made them go down that road. I was like, because when I watched, I was like, bro, what you pausing for? Like, girl. Damn. That's why I don't think he's necessarily gay, because as gay men, we are trained ourselves in our answers. It must be something else. Like maybe he's into trans women. That may be. And that might be why he said he might be pansexual, where it doesn't matter, man, woman, trans, non binary, as long as that person is into him, he may very well, be in love with that man. He doesn't want to necessarily label it and stuff like that. It's I think after 30 years old, you still worried about other things about your child. I'm with you, baby. After 25, once you turn 25, if you were 25 years old and nobody can claim you on their taxes and you still over here worried about what somebody think about you, that's your own fault, not ours. Um, I guarantee you one thing. The next interview he goes on, that's going to be a part of the don't ask this question. That's going to be a part of the, yeah, you're not allowed to ask these questions. And even with that, people will tell you a good journalist will always still, even though there's a list of things that you questions you can't go down, they still try to push the envelope and see if they can go, if they could be the one to get down that road. And that's where you, as the person being interviewed, have to be trained to say, nah, we're not going down that road. We're not asked, you can't ask that question. I feel like the girl question was a light softball question that they was not expecting him to show. Right. And they went down. Listen, I don't think they expected that at all. I think what happened was, hey, Volvo, happy late silly Saturday. I know, silly Saturday, Sunday. I don't think that they expected any parts of what he gave. I think it was all him. I think had he just said, nah, that wasn't my thing. I just, I was mainly in the sports, or I just, I was just the life of the party. I really didn't, have a lot of that. That just wasn't my. I think that he made it way more than it should have. He he took them down that road. Whatever he's into, he didn't seem comfortable discussing anything that he didn't. He was not comfortable. He was not comfortable at all. Y'all stay tuned because I don't know. I think more than baby. Now that he's done that, it's blood in the water. That put blood in the water because the next good journalist, the next good blogger, the next person who want the scoop is now going to start to look out and seek out people who they think might have answers to their questions. But those interviewers get mad with so unprofessional. It's a bad look when the interviewer tries to interject themselves instead of focusing on the subject. When Gail did it after Kobe. Well, the other part about it is these aren't real and true journalists. These are podcasters. This is a podcast. These are podcasters, and they don't know all of the different parts of the art of journalism and all of those different things either. He got loud. He did get loud with him. He played the 1, 2, 3, 4, Fifth Amendment. You know what? He could have said, I dated a bit, but nothing serious. I was talking. Right. And it would have been over. It would have been, he took that thing to a road. It did not. It like, how did we get here? Like, bruh. Hey, Boogie L, what's good, my love? He took it to a place that he had to be. So I thought that y'all might want to see that. Child, that video is available for you over on the Media Takeout. Go to Media Takeout. It's there. You can go watch it again. But what is he promoting? He got killed off the show. What the nigga doing on the podcast? But I'm sure those people that were on that show, they're probably getting looked at for other acting roles or whatnot. I'm sure their agent and their press team trying to keep them and their name out there, keep them a buzz so that they can land the next role or gig or something like that. You do what you do. Listen, even though he got killed off, your whole acting career ain't killed, so he got to look out. His agent got him out there doing press and promo to get to land that next role. So I ain't mad at it. So, that's the last of the coffee. I'm over here looking inside the goddamn thermos. You know what you got to do. See, this is for the people who plan on doing these. If you want your coffee to stay hot during this long ass episode, you put it in the little thermos things that keep stuff hot and cold, and then you pour it into your coffee mug so that when you pour it in there, it's still hot. Hey, Shawnette. Child. It's still hot. Child. Anyway, so Xavier, listen, I told you, Mr. Pisces, my skills over here are legendary. I can give you a hit me up on Instagram DMs. I could show you a whole give you a whole snippet of what can be done over here. But then he needs a better team. Go to Shadow and Act or the Griot, not this low budget. You know what? Listen, like I said, this was a podcast, and podcasts. You know, that's another aspect that has been introduced into um um the whole media platform arsenal. When you're going to do press, they send you to do the popular podcast. From what I'm understanding, this podcast Queen's Flip is a very popular podcast, and people really really go to it. So if you come off a show like Power Book 2, where it promotes drugs, and it's about the streets and all of that stuff, it makes sense for his agent to say, yeah, go on a show like that, because you got a lot of people who watch Power Book 2 that listen to this podcast. you know Not Christopher Williams. What did Christopher Williams say? He said, don't wake me on dreaming. That's Christopher Williams. Yeah, that's Christopher. I had to remember who Christopher Williams was. I guess he's on the rise and whatnot, but it's obvious he's out here on anything and isn't getting any coach. He better go take Matthew Nose's media training class. Child. Whoo. Tiana Taylor beat those same podcasters up, child. Mm. Heterosexual people in podcasts don't mix. No offense to straight people, but they're not good at. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. Nope. That's Zeke Cannon. Zeke. She call him Zeke. Anyway, what is our next story? So I found this next story a very funny to me. It was so funny when I heard this. So apparently, the company that works on and repairs McDonald's ice cream machines is suing McDonald's for $900 million. That makes sense. That makes so much sense, because you always go. McDonald's is famous, or infamous, I should say, for when you go to McDonald's and you ask for a sundae or ice cream cone, what do they always say? Oh, it ain't working today. Half the time, them hoes been lying. And so it makes, I'm with them, it makes the company that goes about fixing these things look like they're incompetent and they don't know what the hell they doing. And so that company don't want their name drugged through the mud like we don't know what the fuck we doing over here. No, you need to blame them hoes. As a matter of fact, we're going to sue McDonald's for $900 million for making us look like we are incompetent. I'm here for it. You never been to McDonald's in the U.S.? Oh, wow. Ain't nothing. You ain't missing nothing. I don't go to McDonald's either. You ain't missing nothing, Mr. Price. You ain't missing nothing. Um, Child, they sabotaged, but it's been known for quite some time that they be lying about these ice cream machines. So let me read this article. Now I got this one from the Shade Room as well. When I was over here looking at the Cape Michelle, I saw this. I said, "Oh, let me bring this to Silly Saturday." All right, this is McDonald's is notoriously known for its golden French fries and their tasty, ice cream. However, most of the time their machines are out of order. While the problem seems ongoing, customers aren't the only ones upset at the international food chain. According to The Hill, which is a credible source, A Delaware-based company responsible for the device that repairs the ice cream machines has filed legal action against the company on Tuesday. Kitch, Kytch, is suing for $900 million in a new lawsuit. Kitch processed the paperwork for the lawsuit in a Delaware federal court for McDonald's allegedly making derogatory remarks through false advertisement. A 133-page court filing breaks down Kitch's claims. It states, quote, Kitch brings this action to set the record straight, to vindicate the company's rights under civil law, to curb McDonald's anti-competitive conduct, to recover compensatory and punitive damages, to protect the consuming public from false and misleading advertisements, and to finally fix McDonald's broken soft serve machines, end quote. Kitchen's founder Jeremy O'Sullivan and Melissa Nelson attempted to resolve McDonald's ice cream machine. Still, the company claims the ice cream machine's maker, Taylor, have exclusive rights to repair the soft serve machines. They claim this results in a, quote, lucrative scheme, end quote, between the two companies. In addition, Kitch also claims Taylor allows its own devices to malfunction for profit. McDonald's has denied the allegation and is prepared to defend itself in court. A spokesperson for the restaurant said McDonald's owes it to our customers, crew, and franchisees to maintain our rigorous safety standards and work with fully vetted suppliers in that pursuit. They added, Kitch's claims are meritless and will respond to the complaint accordingly. Oh, okay. So this is way different from what I thought. Kitch isn't the one fixing it. Kitch is saying if McDonald's got so many problems with the ice cream machines, why can't we get a contract with them? Since y'all always saying these machines ain't working, which we know they are, we want to know, well, give us a chance to fix it. McDonald's is saying we only get our machine serviced and fixed by the company who made it, which is Taylor. And Kitchen said, we know how to fix these. Why we can't fix it? They're saying that Taylor purposely makes their lets their machines malfunction so they can make a profit off of it. And okay, I see you. When I worked at Mickey D's in the 90s, our machine always worked. The guy that cleaned the machines worked directly for that location and he serviced everything every week. Yes, Xavier, they sue it because they're not able, because a lot of times with these major companies, um, in order, when they need any of their machines and things processed or serviced, they have one company that they work with. They don't work with no other company. You can't count the managers or franchisees or whatever. They can't say, oh, I'm gonna just go to the local person. No, there's a specific company that they work with, that they have contracts with, and so forth. So Kitchen's claim is y'all saying y'all only working with the person who made the ice cream machine when there are other companies that can do it. I think part of the claim is probably has to do with, did they take the right amount of bid? That's what it's probably gonna come down to. Because when you are large corporations like this, you do have to take bids for things like this. And you have to go through a whole vetting process. You just can't say, oh, I'm just gonna go with this company because I just like this company. But you're supposed to have a whole process by which you determine which company you're going to use. You can't just say, oh, you make it, so you're going to be the only one that can fix it. Especially with companies that are publicly that are on a public exchange and so forth, and publicly traded and stuff like that. Like, there's a whole lot of business in that. So, child, I'm just saying, we all know the machines ain't broke. You've had people do all kinds of videos on all kinds of social medias tell you the machines ain't broke all the time. They just we just don't be wanting to serve y'all no goddamn ice cream. Get over it. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's what y'all got going on down to the McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's like that, so I don't really care. Y'all can have it. I give it all to y'all. I guess we got to go. Well, I got this story, and then we'll go to our sugar spike. This story will set us up for our sugar spiky moment. Okay, so we'll do this story, and then we'll get to our sugar spikes. Now, if you ever go to Texas, there's a million and one Whataburgers. Like you know how there's a McDonald's on every corner, or uh, uh, Wendy's on every corner, or a Subway on every corner. When you go to Texas, there's a Whataburger on every corner. Like you cannot go like 3 blocks without seeing a Whataburger. That's how many Whataburgers they have in the great state of Texas. I'm telling you what I know. Now, Whataburger have some good food. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy Whataburger. Um, but it's like a Whataburger on like every 3 or 4 blocks. It's a Whataburger. I like, you know, but I found out that Whataburger started um in Texas, so that kind of makes sense. But it's like a million of them. Is it like more than their fair share? QT on every corner in Oklahoma. There's a lot of QTs in Georgia. So they just started getting Buc-ee's in Florida, like the big gas station Buc-ee's. There's a lot of them as you go like in the Midwest, and you go start going like in Texas and further west. There's a lot of Buc-ee's there, and so we just got started getting Buc-ee's in Florida. So yeah. So this story I am going to pay attention to, and I probably will give you updates on during politics of it all. Um, so we'll start it here, and then I'll probably give updates when I do my politics of it all. Brittany Griner, who's accomplished and famed female basketball player, is being detained in prison or in jail by Russia. Let me give y'all this story. There's more to this story than you think. Brittany Griner, one of the most celebrated women's basketball. This comes from the Griot. I also saw it on the Hill, but I decided to go with the Griot story because we root for everything and everybody black. So as opposed to going with this article from thehill.com, I decided to go with the Griot.com because we root for everybody black. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. I'm not doing this with you. Anyway, but yeah, this is a serious story. Brittany Griner, one of the most celebrated women's basketball players of recent times, has been detained near a Moscow airport after authorities there said they confiscated hash oil in her luggage, according to media reports. Russian customs officials did not identify who was taken into custody, but the news agency TASS said it was Griner, according to a New York Times report. The WNBA All-Star was detained last month. They say it's been about 3 or 4 weeks now, according to the Associated Press. The Phoenix Mercury said in a tweet Saturday morning that it was aware of the event, in contact with her family, and closely monitoring the situation. We love and support Brittany, and at this time, our main concern is her safety, physical and mental health, and her safe return home, end quote, the organization said. The WNBA drafted Griner as the #1 overall pick in 2013. The Customs Service, in a statement, said it has opened a criminal investigation that could result in 10 years in prison for large-scale transportation of drugs, the Times reported. She's in the custody of Russian officials. The arrest comes after tensions between the West and Russia rise over the war it instigated in Ukraine. On Saturday, Russian President Vladimir Putin likened sanctions against his country to, quote, an act of war, Reuters reported. Russia has in the past detained Americans during periods of tension between the two countries. Just this week, American officials warned that Russia could start detaining Americans still in the country. The State Department has urged Americans still in Russia to leave. The 6'8", 31-year-old, who averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds per game for the Mercury in the 2020 season, um, and is a seven-time All-Star and has two gold medals for the U.S. team. It's common for WNBA players to play overseas during the off season, where they can supplement their income with often higher salaries. It's very well known that they don't play the WNBA players nothing. So that's why a lot of them go over to Russia, but Russia will pay them millions of dollars and the US just won't. So that's why most of the NBA WNBA players, they go over to Russia and they'll play over there. So that's why she's over there. She's playing. Um, where am I at? But here's the thing. What she's being detained for is vape cartridges. That's what she's being contained. That's what she's being jailed for. Vape cartridges that they said had oils that they deem as drugs, and she had too many. None of these vape cartridges have, from what I'm understanding, one said it was something called hishash, something like that. In one of the stories, articles that I read, there's different things, but all of the reports that I'm seeing are saying that none of what they're detaining her for is real drugs. So these are trumped up charges where they're trying to perhaps make an example. Vladimir Putin, they're here for it. And so now you have this black woman that is over there trying to earn a living, and because Russia and the West is at odds, he wants an example. And I'm afraid that you are over here in Russia where Vladimir Putin is the law. Hashish, okay, thank you. Hashish, thank you. But basically, that's what I've been hearing that it is hashish. Okay. I said hishash, huh? Hashish. Okay. See, y'all vape people, is that drugs? I don't believe, from what I understand, that is illicit drugs. Maybe it is over in Russia, but over here, these yet to be United States. I don't believe that it's considered drugs. I'm sure Jason will let us know. He's our, aficionado on all these things. Anyway, um, right. She's going to be used as a pawn. This, I don't know. I wonder if she was trying to get out of the country because she had been told by maybe her agent or people close to her, hey, it's a good time for you to come back home. But from what I understand, she's been detained for 3 or 4 weeks now. It's been 3 or 4 weeks. Vladimir Putin has a reputation of trying to make examples, and there is fear that she may be an example. Now, this is where we start to get sugar spiky. Let me go ahead and open my pack of Mamba now. I'm not going to accuse these yet to be United States of it yet, but I would venture to guess, had Brittany Griner been some well-to-do young white socialite that was stuck over there on trumped-up charges, you would hear every news cycle talking about it. They would have her in every positive light known to man and have everybody be tugging on everybody's heartstrings, talking about how horrible of a person Vladimir Putin is and how we have to go over there and save her. Hey, China White. Hey, boom. So I know, and Griner is as big as you probably get. Like, there are very few. Griner is in that top echelon of WNBA players. Like there's only one or two players that you're going to call that's a bigger female star or basketball players um, that are bigger than her. Now, she got to take some ownership too. If y'all telling me hashish is marijuana, you probably shouldn't have tried to take that with you, Brittany Griner. Either I ain't gonna absolve you of that. You probably had enough money where you could say, I'm just gonna leave this here, I'm gonna get out while I can, and so forth. Um I don't know if she's the Michael maybe you call her the LeBron James, I won't call her Michael Jordan. Like the only people I can think of bigger than Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi comes to mind. Um and stuff like that. But Brittany Griner is right there in the conversation. I, as much as America fights to get people that have done bad things in other countries out, remember the boy who was being detained in North Korea because he had vandalized posters and stuff like that, and the North Vladimir not Vladimir Kim Jong Un had detained old boy and said, "Yeah, you're going to jail because you committed a crime." And they were doing everything. We were hearing all about this little white boy or whatever. They were doing everything in their power, and the State Department and all kind of people was involved. Well, Lisa Leslie is retired, so that's why I didn't mention Lisa Leslie. But of active players right now, I'm Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner is as high as you get. But I'm watching real close media outlets. I'm watching real close. No, not the guy who was supposed to get caged. No, I know who you talk about, Monk. No, this was another little white boy. That was in North Korea. I remember that. Remember he vandalized the posters or whatever, and they kept him over there in prison. And they finally, I think he was over there for like a year or two, and they finally got him over. And as soon as he got back over, remember they had the dramatic images of him on the gurney when they finally got him back off the plane, and then he died like right after that. Like he died not long after that. What really be said has no incentive to do anything for the U.S. right now. Yeah, Putin has no incentive. Putin, listen, Putin is gonna drag this out. Putin's like, oh, see, that's why you can't give them anything. When you got a psychopath, you know what I'm saying? Like Putin, he gonna take the smallest thing. Oh, you got marijuana, hashish, or whatever it's called. Oh, but come on over here. Come on over here. What? And he knows that it's nothing you can do, America. Y'all come over here with the fuck shit. We're ready. No, ain't no extradition, ain't no nothing, ain't no negotiating, ain't no nothing. Vladimir Putin already said, y'all done sanctioned us. This is an act of war. She will serve every day of these 10 years. I feel like that's going to happen. And what I don't want, and because, yeah, let me see what y'all saying up there. Savior, I guess, is she brought it with no trouble and thought she was cool. What about the white woman who was in Paris? Right. When it's white people, they could be accused of all kinds of nefarious stuff, but the media outlets will get all over and start to say, oh, we need to go and save her. We need to go and save him. This poor little white boy, this poor little white girl. Oh, they're so innocent. Oh, American life is over there suffering. Now, Brittany Griner, this black girl with dreads that's 6'8", that don't fall into your pretty little, box that you want her to fit into. The same Brittany Griner now, who didn't she have domestic violence situations with her ex-wife? Right. Remember Jason Lochte and his trash. Child. It certainly is really be now. That is the point. Because remember when they had not this Winter Olympics, but the past Winter Olympics in I think that was 2018, where there was a whole like all of the coalition was out there complaining because there was this whole to do about it being illegal to be gay in Russia, and there was a whole thing with the Winter Olympics out there. Where was it at? But I know it was in Russia, but I forgot where it was. But that was a big thing, and I think that was 2018 Olympics. I'm almost certain it was the 2018 Olympics. Because there was a big thing about that. Now they look past that as long as you over there making money for this, team. I noticed they managed to look past that. But Vladimir Putin, he used to run the KGB. He's here for all of it. Listen, Vladimir Putin is the one that you don't want no parts. Listen, you give him an inch, he's taking a whole mile. Oh, y'all got this woman over here? Sochi, thank you, Jay the Nerd, who popped out the bushes. Sochi, I'm very concerned. Vladimir Putin will make an example. Now, the problem is you trying to make an example of her, Vladimir Putin. American media is not latching itself onto this and isn't making it as big of a story as it should be. She ain't the lily white, white girl that would get the press and have the whole American populace in an uproar. I'm concerned. Yeah. I want them to have the same energy. I don't care if you tell me, yeah, she should have been with them drugs. Y'all need to have the same energy for Brittany Griner that y'all have for all of these white people that do all of these horrible things in all of these other countries, that y'all go over there and still be fighting, kicking, and screaming, and sending all kinds of people and troops and stuff over there to get these people, and have the State Department and all kinds of people over there negotiating and doing all kinds of stuff to get people over there. But I don't see y'all doing all of that right now. She's been over there almost a month. Well, not she's been over there more than a month, but she's been detained. I know she's been detained at least 3 weeks. It might be a little more, but I know at this point. But I know it's been at least 3 weeks. And where y'all at on this? I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, Jason. Like, you got enough money to where you could have left that there, um, and just said, "Let me get on home," because yeah, this is a dangerous situation. Let me not get them anything to get me on. But like I said, I want y'all to have the same energy, America. I want y'all to do the same for her, like y'all do for all of these other white people. Same energy. Keep the same energy. Same energy. I'm just saying. I fear that this is not going to end well. I really have a fear that this is not going to end well. We'll keep you posted. I'll keep y'all posted. Y'all know I really am not big on this war in Ukraine, but this is a story that I will keep you posted on, and we'll get you on this, and we'll follow up. This is a part of the Ukraine story that we will follow up on and get you posted. Also, just to wax a little political, I saw that the Congressional Black Caucus issued a official letter and statement to the president of Ukraine. Shouts out to the Congressional Black Caucus. They issued a letter and to the president of Ukraine for the treatment of the Africans over there in Ukraine, as well as some other people of color over in Ukraine, and their treatment, the treatment of them in their attempt to leave and flee the country out of war zones and stuff like that. they issued a scathing letter to the president of Ukraine. I would like shouts out to Congressional Black Caucus for that, because people always talk about what the progressive congressional, excuse me, Black Caucus is or is not doing. A lot of times they are doing things, you just don't know. You're not privy to it, and a lot of the media outlets don't put it out there. Um, and they don't put it out there. They don't let you know. Um, Right. Really be the article I read in the both the article on thehill.com and the article that I saw in the New York Times said that she had been detained for at least 3 weeks that they know of. That their sources were telling them she had already been detained for 3 weeks. From that, and that comes from thehill.com and the New York Times stories that I read. So I don't know, but shouts out to the Congressional Black Caucus for that, because ain't nobody gonna tell you that they did that, and I do want to put that out there that they did that. All right, I guess since we here now, let's go ahead and go, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our sugar spike moment. Go ahead and get your candy, and get your sugar, and get whatever you need. Let's go ahead and prepare ourselves for some sugar spikes, 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 sugar spikes. Time for our sugar spike moment. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our sugar spike segment of the day, of the episode. All right, let's get to it, dear God above. All right, so I guess we'll start in the deep end. Let's go to my great state of Florida, dear God. We'll start with one cog in the holy trinity of racism, bigotry, and discrimination. Let's start with one piece of the holy trinity of racism, bigotry, and discrimination. My great state of Florida. So, y'all know, I keep telling y'all, these states do nothing but copy each other. Hold on, let me just say this. This goddamn peach passion fruit mamba, listen, it's so good in my mouth. I can't tell you how many times I've said that in my life, but it's so good in my mouth. It tastes so good. I highly recommend these. Peach passion mamba. It was in a pack. It had like mango orange. It had like apple kiwi as well. Peach passion. So get this is the pack. It says Mamba Tropics on it. Go get it. It's too good. So, my great state of Florida. This is according to Politico. This article is from Politico. They are moving forward and about to sign a bill that makes it harder for women to get abortions in Florida. They're not going as arcane as Texas with the 6-week thing, but they're moving from right now in the state of Florida, it's 24 weeks. You can't get an abortion after 24 weeks. And they're moving it from 24 weeks to 15 weeks. So now you have 15 weeks. Well, not yet, but it went through the House and went through the Senate. It's about to go to Governor death sentences desk, and he just said, yes, I'm signing it. And if and when he signs it, it'll be law on July 1st. So let me read this. Florida's Republican controlled Senate on Thursday night approved the strictest abortion ban in the state's history, ending a months long fight over over the reproductive rights that pitted GOP lawmakers against Democrats and activists who fought against the measure but were powerless to stop it. The bill, HB 5, now heads to the desk of Ron Death Sentence, Ron DeSantis, who has signaled he will sign it into law. It's expected to go into effect on July 1st. The measure prohibits women from receiving abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. It provides no exceptions for victims of rape, incest, or human trafficking. Existing Florida law restricts abortions after 24 weeks. The Florida House approved an identical measure 2 weeks ago. Senate Democratic leader Lauren Book said before Thursday's vote that the bill destined to the governor's desk has left victims of rape and incest out in the cold. Quote, it became clear no matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, there will be no exemptions for rape or incest or human trafficking, even if they just needed more time, Book said. Florida's GOP-controlled legislature passed a law as states across the country, including Arizona, Jason, and West Virginia, are also considering proposals that restrict a woman's access to abortions at 15 weeks. Part of a move by conservatives nationally to overturn or erode portions of under Roe v. Wade. The Idaho Senate on Thursday approved an abortion ban modeled after Texas's 6-week abortion ban. Quote, and I think 15 weeks is as far as the Supreme Court will let us go, end quote. Senate President Wilton Simpson, Republican, this is state senator, Wilton Simpson, who's the Senate president, said before the chamber began to debate the bill. So what he's saying is, listen, we want to do more, but the most we think the Supreme Court will let us get away with is 15 weeks. Florida's abortion law is modeled after Mississippi's 15-week abortion law. GOP lawmakers early in the process considered putting forward a proposal similar to Texas's contentious law that allows anyone to sue abortion providers, but ultimately settled on the 15-week ban. The U.S. Supreme Court is currently weighing both Texas and Mississippi's abortion laws. High Court justices in December indicated a willingness to uphold Mississippi's abortion law, signaling that abortion protections under Roe v. Wade could be dramatically scaled back. The Supreme Court is expected to rule in the Mississippi case over the summer, just months ahead of the 2022 midterm elections. This is happening, people. This is happening. We talked about this. Shall I remind white women across America who will now be foaming at the mouth and blathering about how horrible this is? Need I remind you, white women, that you are the same white women who voted to put these people in positions of power that allowed them to do this? Because y'all wanted to make sure that you secured your mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy. You wanted to make sure that you made America great again. So when you put Cheeto Mussolini in office, and then he laid out the blueprints for the rest of these other Cheeto Mussolini lights around the Fruited Plains in the form of a governor death sentence and Governor Youngkin and Governor Hot Wheels over there and a whole bunch of other Republican governors. He laid the blueprint for them. And so now they took it and ran with it. And now they said, yeah, we ain't just gonna make it hard for the blacks, as y'all like to call us, the blacks. Nah, we got smoke for the blacks. We got smoke for the Rainbow Push Coalition. We got smoke for women and women's rights too. Everybody getting something. If you're not a white male, we ain't got nothing for you. Matter of fact, if you're not a white Christian male who aligns himself conservatively with us, we got smoke for all y'all. This is happening. Now, I don't know if the Supreme Court is going to uphold the Texas law. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I know, I'm almost certain they're going to let the Mississippi law fly. Have you seen the Supreme Court lately? It's a 6-3 majority. And these are people who have, during their careers, vehemently spoke out against Roe v. Wade. They were put into place to do away with it. This is happening. White women, don't come over here crying. I will not cry for you, Argentina. I will not cry for you, Argentina. Listen, y'all did this. Y'all did this. And now y'all looking at black people, black men and black women across America to try and right the ship. No, bitch. Y'all want us to try and clean up some shit that y'all fucked up. Y'all did this. And now you have to suffer the consequences for it. And now we're all going to suffer. Oh, yes, white women, you did this. You did it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Diamond Pearl. I'm not doing this with you, Diamond Pearl Jim. Diamond Pearl Jim said, bill in effect July 1st. Side pieces get pregnant. I'm sorry, let me put that back up. Bill in effect July 1st. Side pieces get pregnant at July 4th parties. Let's see what happens in October. Ooh. Oh no, I'm gonna tell you what the rich are gonna do. They're rich. They're gonna fly their little skanks out to California or to another state where they allow the abortions, and then they're not gonna stop getting there. Now they want no parts of. Listen, they don't want to do away with abortions completely. They just don't want it in their state. Not in that's the NIMBY. Not in my backyard. We're gonna do away with it in our states, but we got the money to to get a jet, fly the little side piece out here to California or somewhere else, get it taken care of, and fly her back over like nothing happened. I'm just saying. Not skanks fly free. I'm not doing this with y'all today. This is happening. This is really happening. And now that it's happening and happened in other states, it is rolling out in across the country. You forgot that they're putting voter suppression laws in place to keep it there. So now you can't vote people out. Now you can't do things to do away with these laws because they're going to make it where the people in place will continue to be in place, or their own cronies will be the ones that come after them to keep the laws there perpetually. This is happening. This is not a drill. This is really happening. We tried to tell y'all. Tried to tell y'all. In other sugar spiky news, South Carolina. Hey, So Jeff. In the great state of South Carolina, they are thinking of giving South Carolina workers the choice. You can have either Juneteenth, or if you want, you can have a Confederate holiday of your choice. Because if the blacks get to have Juneteenth, all of my fellow white supremacists and, racist as white people can have the holiday of their choice as well. Because that's what we're doing in the great state of South Carolina, where you have Lady G, Senator Graham, Senator Lindsey Graham, and um, black presenting Senator Tim Scott. Yes, I said black presenting, not black in real life, just black presenting. Anyway, let me read this article for y'all. A bill that would allow state employees to take the Juneteenth holiday or any other day instead of Confederate Memorial Day unanimously passed the South Carolina Senate on Tuesday. Now, let me give you some background and context. They already had Confederate Memorial Day as a state sanctioned holiday where state workers got off work. They were off. That was a vacation holiday for them. Confederate Memorial Day in the great state of South Carolina, where they would take the Confederate flag and put it atop the dome at the state house. They were already doing that. And so when they let me continue to read the article. But yeah, they were already doing that was already a holiday for them. Anyway, the bill began as a proposal to add the Juneteenth celebration, or June 19th, as a new state holiday. But instead of adding a 14th holiday, the bill would create a holiday that state employees could take anytime they want. To not spend any additional money, the bill would create a floating holiday that workers could take on Confederate Memorial Day on May 10th, for Juneteenth, or any other day they choose. So instead of adding a 14th holiday, because they had 13, they said, well, we already have Confederate Memorial Day. So if you don't want to celebrate Confederate Memorial Day, you could use that May 10th Confederate Memorial Day holiday, and you could use Juneteenth for that. Because we ain't gonna give you, we ain't just gonna outright give you Juneteenth. We got to take away another holiday that shouldn't have been a holiday anyway. But since we don't want to take that holiday away, we'll just call it a floating holiday and let these people keep the Confederate Memorial Day. And you can have your little Juneteenth over there too. I'm just saying. I'm just letting y'all know how. I told y'all to get y'all. I told you to get a snack. Don't say I ain't tell y'all. It wasn't immediately clear from the language of the bill whether state offices would remain closed on Confederate Memorial Day like they do currently, or if they could end up closed on Juneteenth. The bill now heads to the South Carolina House. Juneteenth, and it goes on to what Juneteenth is. We already know what it is. And we know that the federal government made Juneteenth a holiday last year. In recent years, the Confederate Memorial Day celebration at the State House has attracted dozens of people who raise a Confederate flag on a small pole near a memorial to rebel soldiers on Capitol grounds. South Carolina flew the Confederate flag on the State House dome for decades before moving it to the Capitol grounds in 2000. 15 years later, lawmakers removed the flag entirely less than a month after the whole Dillon Roof situation. Um, yeah, that's the whole article. So, right, really be like, I'm not really be pleased to it for the people in the back. Y'all are having a whole celebration for people who lost. You're having a celebration for you claim to be such patriots and such nationalists, and so I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. And you vehemently want the right to celebrate people who were trying to do away with that. Please make this make sense. They lost. You lost. Get over it. You tried to secede. It did not. I mean, I'm not gonna say it did not work, but um, we're still a unified country at this point. Well, I won't call us unified. I'll say these yet to be United States of America. We're still a country that you're still a part of. But they're always trying to celebrate these people. A mess. A mess. Because they weren't gonna give y'all black people Juneteenth like that. Oh, you think, oh y'all, well, yeah, you can have that, but please understand this. We ain't spending no extra money on you black people. More money on the blacks. Nah, we ain't giving y'all, we ain't spending no more money. We'll just call this a floating holiday. Now, if you want to use it for Juneteenth, that's your privilege. You want to use it for another day, if you want to continue to celebrate Confederate Memorial Day, you can continue to do that as well. A mess. A goddamn mess. I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. It is just so much cognitive dissonance, Xavier. I just don't understand. Right. These Jason, trying to tell you. Thus ends our sugar spike moments of the day. That's all my sugar spikes of the day. We got no more sugar spikes of the day. This now really be you might like this next story, and I'm surprised. I thought you might have already reported on this, really be, but I want to get your thoughts on this because if you did, I didn't see it in the replays that I watched of your lives. I don't remember you talking about it. Anyway, so I saw this on the Jasmine brand. According to the Jasmine brand, um, according to the Jasmine brand, College Hill is they're about to do a reboot of College Hill. It's in the works. And what they're going to do is they're about to bring in people who either didn't finish college or never went to college and have them in it. And they're going to have apparently Nene Leakes is supposed to be in part of this. Lamar Odom, Ray J, Dream Doll, and Big Frida are all slated to be in this reboot of College Hill. Let me read this article. This is according to the Jasmine brand. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports a new reality show focusing on higher education in the works. Sources tell us that a College Hill reboot is in the works. College Hill was a reality television series on BET that followed the lives of students at historically black colleges. We're told that filming is currently underway, and the non-scripted show will follow the celebrities that didn't attend or finish college. Sources tell us the following celebs have allegedly been cast: former NBA star Lamar Odom, reality star Nene Leakes, reality star Ray J, bounce music artist Big Frida, rapper Dream Doll, and more. Insiders tell us that the show is being filmed at Texas Southern University. That's what the article says. I didn't see that. I went and watched the replay. I didn't even see it, child. I don't care to see these people in college. First of all, none of y'all are college age. So when y'all go over here and talk about y'all at somebody's college, they finna look at y'all like, Why are y'all here? Like what? Like I don't want to see this. I really don't. The thing we liked about College Hill was it was college students, and we could live vicariously through those college students who were doing the things that college students do, which is all kinds of nefarious things that we all did when we were in college. I mean, remember, you College Hill was responsible for great things like Kyle coining the phrase "Run me my coins." Remember Kyle? Run me my coins. That was College Hill, Miami. Run me my coins. I love the Miami one. Listen, the Miami one was my favorite, one of my favorites. The original, the first one was real good. The first one was real. The first one is still the best one. The Miami one though is right there with the first one. Where were they at with for the first one? Were they at A&T for the first one? I forgot what they were for the first one. One of y'all gonna remind me. Um, where they at? Where were they at? For the, I thought it was A&T. I know they were at. I remember them being at Southern for one of them. Like nobody wants to see these old ass people. You say the Virgin Islands was the best one for you, child. With Crystal Clap, wait, with Crystal Clap that in the head, child. I remember that. Child. Nobody wants to see these old ass people. Girl, the first season was everything. That first season of College Hill was so good. It was. I thought they were at A&T. You know what? I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. um, I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. Not we're not gonna do rub me my cooch or rub me my coins. Nope. Maybe celebrity kids in college, maybe, but I ain't even a big fan of growing up hip hop. Like I don't like none of all of those kids in growing up hip hop are awful individuals to watch, horrible individuals. And so I'd rather we follow just get a be introduced to a whole new group of people because they'll be more authentic and they ain't, I'm just saying. Child. I don't want to see none of the growing up hip hop people or none of the celebrity kids. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I want to see just a new group of people. Just give me a new crop of people. Make sure they all cute too. Now. I mean, I mean, a college show is about you being in your youth. And what is being in your youth about? Beauty. You know, when you grew up in college, if you're a man, I remember growing. I mean, I got this good one pack now, but in college, when I was still, in the band, still playing sports and all of that, baby, I used to wake up and I used to look like, oh, you still there? The six pack still? I still have a pack back then. Now I got this good. I just got this good. But back then, when you 20 something, baby, you wake up and be fine. You know, when you 20 something, you wake up and just take a good shower and you fine. You wake up in the morning, take a quick shower, and you is fine. You walk out there like what? And you are amongst a sea of fine ass people. I'm here for it. That's what made college here so good, child. Now we don't want no old ass Lamar Odoms and Nene Leaks. Big Frida, you got other parts of Big Frida. You tell him you gonna leave your man Devin over there. You know Devin is already known to be cheating on you left, right, sideways. Are they still together? I think Big Frida and Devin are still together. Anyway, you know why you out there talk about you filming this reality show. He over there blowing backs out all over the greater New Orleans area. I'm just saying. Child, I'm just saying. Right, like okay, Cam, I might could get with that. Like maybe you go with some some college students that are big on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat, who are already in college and they I don't know, but I don't want no parts of celebrity children. Mm-mm. The problem growing up hip hop is that those hoes aren't growing up. They are they old as hell. Bad right. Child, just a mess. Just a damn mess. But I don't want the reason that I don't want them is because if you grew up with that, you already grew up already having, media and cameras around you all the time. You already and one of the things about College Hill that made it so good was these were people who were just real college students and they had cameras around. So there was an authenticity to it, that you knew they was just being real with whatever was going on. Now, I can't say that in 2022 that you would have that completely because, people going, you know, beef up the drama and do extra stuff and become uber hyperbolic because they see a camera around. But I still feel like it'll be better than having the celebrity kids. I don't know. I'm just not here for the celebrity kids. I'm just saying. Child. Anyway, but I saw that and I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to see those people on the college. What you gonna do on the college campus? Okay, what are you gonna do? Like, because they're gonna see you and immediately know who you are, and that's just gonna change the whole dynamic of how those kids even interact with you. Like, it's just stupid. I don't think that was a bright idea. Like, whoever idea that was not a good idea. It was not a good idea. Right, Lamar did just, grow a tail over there on Big Brother. And when he grew that tail, he wasn't sitting on the toilet. Just a mess. Just a goddamn mess. Child, child. Imagine Lamar Odom shitting up a bed on the third floor. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Child. I just, I want it to be just regular college students. You know what I'm saying? Have a whole audition, and vetting process, sure, because you want the right crop of kids. But I just feel like, you get people who nobody knows and turn them into stars. Child. Now, if they gave them actual college age roommate, child, just a mess. Just a mess. I mean, if you're gonna get them the college experience, give them all of it. Take away all their cards, take away all their money, make them hoes have to go do some damn work study. Make them hoes have to eat the ramen noodles and eat cheap ass and drink cheap ass alcohol like E&J or natural ice. Come get some of these good crab macaroni and cheese or this good ramen cup of noodles. Go ahead, have this whole college experience. Go ahead and sit for this 8 o'clock class after you done been out all night long at this party, and you got to sit here for this good 8 o'clock class. Where you at, sweetheart? Because we got an 8 o'clock class. Go ahead and have to be up all night writing this good term paper. See, I don't want y'all to give me this play bullshit. Give you want them to be in college. I need the real college experience. None of this bullshit that y'all about to try and get me. I'm not here for it. I'm just saying. Right, baloney till it hurts. Right, girl. Get Why? Why do they keep? I'm with you trying to write. Stop recycling the same people. We tired of. I'm tired of seeing them. I don't want to see Ray J no more. Ray J, if you ain't getting naked, we don't want to see you, and I probably don't want to see you then. Lamar Odom, if it ain't about you growing a tail in bed, get off my television screen. Nene, I don't want to see you at all. Big Frida, go ahead and regurgitate the same beat and give me the same song because you know all Big Frida songs sound exactly the same. Like you can't tell one Big Frida song from the next Big Frida song. I'm just saying. Maybe some of the words are different, but it all sounds the same. I'm just saying. I don't even know who Dream Doll is, and neither do I care. I'm just saying. Ciao. A mess. You're right, Jason. I need to see test scores. I need to know these people. I need to know, right. I need to see test scores. Ciao. Well, no, Xavier, even though you know not to take an 8 o'clock class, sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes either one or two things will happen. The only way you can fit that class into your schedule is that taking at 8 o'clock, or you have some of those professors, the only time they offer that course is at 8 o'clock. And they're the only one on campus that teach that class. You got them professors, they're the only one on campus that teach that class. They teach it only one semester. They don't teach it both semesters. They only teach it spring, or maybe they say I only teach it during the fall. And when I teach this class, I'm only teaching it at 8 a.m. No other time. Bitch, you get over yourself. Now, I know that. I know. You got them. Don't get me started. Okay, throw a work against the wall, honey. Right, give me the real college experience. I mean, I told you, Xavier, we're only here for Ray J if he's getting naked. If he ain't getting naked, we don't really want to see him. I'm just saying. Child, just a mess. Just a damn mess. Just a damn mess. I mean, you want to give these people something to do? Go give them a job at Tesla. Have them do a surviving Tesla reality show where they got to get in there and survive a couple months down there to the Tesla factory dealing with their racism, bigotry, and bullshit down there to the Tesla. Let's go ahead and do a show revolving around that and put those people in that environment. How about that? See how you like that? If you just want them to do something, you know. I'm just saying, surviving Tesla. Yeah. Yeah. I said, how many times are we going to get a Batman or child? I've heard now. My best friend called me today. He went to see Batman last night. He said the Batman movie was good as hell. He said, if you don't do nothing else, go see this Batman. He said, this Batman is right up there with the Dark Knight. He said, what they did with the Riddler is akin to what they did with the Joker in the Dark Knight. He said, this is a must see Batman movie. So I'm gonna go see it. Well, I might not go to the movie theater, but I have my websites that I will go to and pirate it, accordingly. Speaking of which, what I'm really gonna do today when I get off here is I'm gonna get me something to eat. But then I'm going to watch another episode of The Worst Roommate on Netflix. Why y'all let me find The Worst Roommate on Netflix? I done made it through 2 episodes. I finished episode 1. And episode 2, I finished 2 episodes. I've been told that episode 5. Now, a friend of mine told me episode 5 is the one that you want to see. Bitch. Episode 1 with Grandma. I was like, oh, Granny. And then episode 2, listen. Anybody been watching that show? Um, Anybody watch that show, The Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix? Child, I fell into it. I got caught up in the trap, honey. Girl, girl, Granny in that first episode, I said, "Oh, Granny," and then the Asian guy in the second episode, I'm like, "Oh, child, child, it was good. It was good." So I'm gonna continue to watch that. That doesn't pique my list. I'm about to be watching that today. And when I finish that, then I might, go ahead and pillage the Batman movie. Check it out. Listen, this what y'all go do. Go check it out. And later this week, we'll discuss it. We'll get some people to come up here. We'll discuss it on a live. Go check it out. We'll talk about it. And we'll come up and we'll discuss it later this week. But I only made it through the first two episodes. So if you watched it, don't spoil it, okay? You're stuck watching Vikings, and then I have to finish The Girl Before. So I'm gonna finish Xavier. I'm gonna finish watching. Um, I haven't heard of The Girl Before. I've heard Vikings, but I haven't heard The Girl Before. What is that on Xavier? The Girl Before. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish. I want to at least get to episode 5 or 6 on Worst Roommate Ever. Oh, you finished it last night, Diamond Pearl Gems, so it was good. Okay. See, Diamond Pearl Gems got me excited. Can we get some new reality, child? Apparently not. Apparently not. Court documents. We can't get no new reality stars. You don't want to see Batman unless he's in a nursing home or a cemetery. Diamond Pearl Gem, you are just horrible. Horrible. You're horrible. All right, so I got up this morning, y'all, and I was like, am I gonna get in front of my people? I just wanted to lay down, but then I was like, nah, I didn't do silly Saturday yesterday, so I said I'm coming to do silly Saturday, Sunday today. And y'all gonna put me in a good mood. I'm all, in a good mood now after doing this silly Sunday with y'all. The Girl Before is about these minimalist architects who tries to recreate his family by seducing and manipulate the women who buy his home and to become okay. I'm gonna go check out the trailer for that and see what that's about. Anyway, we about to get off. We've been over here over 2 hours. Listen, this turned out to be good. Now I ain't saying we switching to Sundays. Saturday is our day. But I had fun with y'all here on a Sunday. Girl, we had fun here on a good Sunday. Did y'all enjoy doing this on a Sunday? Now, y'all know our day is Saturday. So we'll continue to do silly Saturday. Um, but I didn't want to neglect y'all and not come to y'all. So I came here on a Sunday. And I had a lot of fun with y'all. Listen, y'all go listen. I'm telling y'all. Oh, my pleasure. L Love. I'm here for y'all. I love y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'm telling y'all. We gonna talk about this worst roommate ever at some point this week. So y'all go watch. Y'all go watch. Champ. Court documents. Oh no, was it court documents say she saw it out? No, Diamond Pearl Gem said she already finished it. So y'all go watch it. I told Ebby and Ready B to go watch it because I know that's their type of. They love them true crimes type of show. That child. That's this they whole genre. They love this type of stuff. So I don't really get into it, but I did get into this, and I was like, oh. The second episode was like, all right, but that first one was good. Now I want to see what this third episode get. Like the third episode, I watched like the first like 30 seconds, and it looked like it might be good. So the second episode was like, first episode was good. Second episode was like, this third episode looked like it's gonna be good. So we're gonna see. Anyway, y'all know it's that time. I got to get out of here. So let me say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We are here, and we're here for y'all. While I fold this good laundry, go ahead and get that laundry done. Cause you know wifey is not playing. Wifey is not playing with you, Jason. Go ahead and get it done. Anyway, all right. Crackhead Willie. Bye to you too. Love you too, boo. Y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do for me. Y'all show me a lot of love and support over here. And I thank y'all for being in the bushes. Thank you, mods, for modding. Thank you to my members. Members, I got, another sexy coming for y'all. We're gonna be on Twitter sometime this week. Um, y'all know what it means. We're gonna be on Twitter. Anyway, um, yeah. And I owe y'all, or I really owe y'all the politics of it all. So y'all know politics is coming this week because we're way behind on politics of it all, and I got a lot of stuff, a lot of intel on the politics of it all that I got to share with y'all. So we'll do that, and we'll start when I do my next politics of it all. We are going to start highlighting black candidates in specific races around the country. We'll start with governor races, governor and U.S. Senate seats. So we'll start U.S. Senate races. So we'll start with governor's races and U.S. Senate races, where we spotlight those black people who are running for those offices. Anyway, y'all go do all of the things like really be and every say do all the things, follow all the people. Y'all know to follow my people. And anyway, I'll catch y'all in the streets somewhere. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you, Bob Marley. Thank you, Bob Marley. Oh, I probably will talk about that on the politics of it all. But yes, I was just as disgusted as you all were when I found out Friday about the acquittal of the officer in the Breonna Taylor case. Just as disgusted. I mean, it took it was a gut punch. It took the air out of me. I wasn't surprised, but it just was disgusting because they was harder on the people that vandalated the mural or the little wall that had the mural of Breonna Taylor. They were harder on those people than they were on the actual people who killed her. Just awful. I did see that. That is something that I'm gonna. I didn't want to do it today. I wanted to do it on the politics of it all because y'all know I'm gonna spike out and lose my goddamn mind. So yes, yeah. Anyway, thank you for reminding me about that, Bob Marley. But I did see that. Um, yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Till next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.